tell you the story of the drunk donkey? Once upon a time, there was this weather woman. You can come as a pilot, you stay kind of quiet, but you know you love watching mice play. So put your cone head shirt on, watch it live on your phone, and drink drunk donkey beer all day. You got it. Mike's web page. You know he'll be tracking every move it makes.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday! Oh my goodness, we made it!
Yeah, Mike, throw a party, man.
Cheers! It's Friday! What dog? Let's be Hunter. We'll start things off with a little Hunter and say what's up. Welcome, Weather World, Coneheads. If you're wondering what coneheads mean, coneheads are what everybody named themselves back in the day when we lived and died by watching cones of uncertainty, and everybody wanted to be called coneheads. So we are coneheads. It's pretty awesome. So we got YouTube rolling. We're on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. We're growing. Twitter too, and of course Facebook. Got a bunch of folks on here. What's up, Heather? We got Peggy. We got Mark. We got Jason Strong from Texas. Maybe we'll go to Chili's tonight. We got Joel Harrison. Joel says, "Hey, Hunter." What's up, Ryan Anderson? We got Jeff over there on YouTube. Shelly, what's up? Shelly says, I'm choppy. I don't know. I'm streaming at 5,000K. Anybody else choppy? Choppy. What's up, Cheryl? What's up, Valerie Bauer? What's up, Wendy? Ferguson, you got 15 days till retirement. What's up with that? That's good for you, man. What are you looking at? What's up, Richard Reamer from O'Galley? We know where that's at. Melbourne area. What's up, Barbara? What's up, Julie? Hey, look at that, man. What's up, Heather? We got a good crew today. So it is Friday. We talk weather here. Starting to get a little bit closer to hurricane season. We're starting to see the infamous hurricane forecasts that are being put out, which you're going to see. March, man. March came around, and all of a sudden I started seeing hurricane forecasts galore. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Wednesday, I talked a little bit about tropical stuff. Everybody apparently liked it. So we're going to go over the weather, probably talk a good hour. Do have some weather coming up to chit-chat about next week. Going to be kind of busy. Daryl, what's up, lineman? Storm chasing. What's cooking, Mill? I saw Kitron on there. What's up, Kitron? I got my notes here for two big things coming up. I got so many things on my calendar, but I had to put priority ones on Post-it notes. And we had the GHC convention Thursday, May 12th. And then my local Pinellas County Oldsmar Hurricane Expo is Wednesday, April 27th. So those are like important dates I can't miss amongst all the other dates. But getting ready for hurricane season. What's up, Jeffrey from Grand Island? How about that? So cool, Nessa. Yeah, we're excited. All right, I'm gonna put Hunter down. Say hi to your brother. You're getting a little anxious. Say goodbye. He's a good pup. All right, so let me say hey to Louie. Then we're going to talk weather. I promise we got weather to talk about coming up, Louie. A couple things. So we got our big cruise coming up next week. We're heading away. We're going on a 7-day cruise. You're going to see a lot of posts a week from next, the 12th through the 19th. We got our big MWP cruise brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits and Coastal Claims. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So there'll be no daily brews that week of the 12th through the 19th. We got a lot of great people going. We got some cool swag we're giving away. Looking forward to that. So big thanks to all of the supporters that are going. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got some folks from Coastal going. We got some folks from Furman going. We got Shelly going, Phil going, Julie going. No dogs, just me and Julie. Oh, man. Well, yeah, we're getting ready for hurricane season. So we got some to talk about. So I posted something earlier. Eric Burris over there from Orlando posted a hurricane forecast. I linked it. You want to check it out. He's got a really good in-depth hurricane outlook if you're into that. And we'll show you that here in a second. What about Louie, though? You want to say hi to Louie? What's up, peeps? What's up, Louisa? What's up, Cheryl? Yeah, we're going to be safe. Never been on a 7-day cruise. This ought to be interesting. 4 days is the most we've ever done. But we'll be live next week. And we'll probably be live from the ship, no doubt. Right, buddy? We're going to miss you. All right. So it is Friday. A couple of housekeeping things. Check it out. So I got the big box in yesterday, Shelly, if anybody's asking. So we got our last round of Category 5 supporter shirts being in the mail, hopefully by Monday. So the monthly supporters, you get your shirts coming mailed. Julie's working on them. We got our big shipment in. So be patient. And our koozies, her Cat 3 supporters will be getting their koozies in the mail. So hopefully that's coming out next week. So patience. But we appreciate all the supporters out there for sure. Remember, we are streaming live. We got our little podcast going now. You can listen to the show on the tropical season right here. You can follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. TikTok is the crazy side. But it is Friday. So if you live in Florida, make sure you stop by our good friends at ABC and thank them for sponsoring our big cruise. And it's Friday. Make sure you stop at our favorite place to go. They sell Coke and water. All right, so here's I'm not going to show you his forecast, but this was on Twitter if you want to see it. This is on Twitter. Eric Burris over there from Welsh, WESH, Wesh News. I think that's Channel 2, Orlando. So this is what he posted on Twitter. I'll just leave it at that. Hurricane forecast. I got to turn my ringer off. But very interesting stuff with this long range. What do they call it? He calls it, I don't know. What do they call it? Something with the long range forecast. LRC, I think it is called. I don't know. But very, very fascinating stuff. Give a lot of credit, a lot of work. And they go by existing patterns of highs and lows, basically. And the theory behind it is that there's a repetitive pattern in weather systems that sometimes start up in the Arctic around Alaska. And the atmosphere repeats these conditions. And it's fascinating. So they're really on it. And he's got a great video presentation that you can watch explaining why they think the hot spots for this year are going to be Florida and the East Coast. So just another forecast out there. Nothing official about it, but hey, there's one forecast for you. The LRC, that's right, long range. What does that stand for? But I watch him every morning. He's got his coffee talk and good stuff. I listen to Dennis and I listen to anybody that has weather because we all kind of learn off each other. But you're right. Hey, we might have to go far, Jennifer Hawkins. Maybe I don't have to buy tires from my truck after all. I'm stretching the old truck as far as I can go without getting tires. The front ones are getting a little shaky right now, but I waited too long because they were like $300 a couple 6 months ago. Now they're up to $500 a piece. But anyway, so we might have to go far. The Carolina, and another thing is you can always say that we're due. I don't know, Dennis Phillips one time joked about it. There's nothing scientific by saying that we're due, but we're due. I mean, Florida last year really didn't have much. We had a couple little guys up in the Panhandle, if you remember. But then we had Michael not too many years ago. We don't, and Irma the year before. So that's so I updated the website, by the way. So we're going to talk tropics here in a little bit. So I added this link here. It's a great link right here. Let me show you. This is a new one. This little guy right here. This is new. and this is all new right here. VO, whatever that means. But here is a great shot here of, they updated this now all the way through 2021, National Hurricane Center. These are continental, CONUS. Due, no one's due. Not due. There you go. Yeah, we're gonna be chasing storms in the back at Shelly's house over there at the Cape. How ironic, Shelly, we're leaving the Cape right from your back door. But all right, so some things I added to the website real quick. This is a really good map. They added all the way up to 21 now, which is great. This is the NOAA map and hey, by the way, this thing above me, this is the long range outlook. We're going to talk about this, but we do have some storms coming that could be rolling in next week. So I'll let that play. But anyway, 2021. So this got everything all the way to Ida. Ida's on here now. And you can take a look at it. And the cool thing about it, you can zoom in pretty good on it too. So really zoom in on it. It's a PDF file, so you can really get close and personal. The one I posted yesterday was more the JPEG of it, but you can actually zoom in quite a bit. Where is Ida at, by the way? I don't see it. It says 2021 on it, but there it is. Ida Black. Must be the most recent. Or these might be strengths too. I don't know. But there's Ida 2021. But look at all these hurricanes all the way up around the upper Gulf Coast. Now you might want to notice here, as you hear snoring in the background, we have this stretch of bare land, basically, from the tip of the Panhandle all the way down pretty much a good chunk of the west coast of Florida. And then we have this big old stretch here from basically middle Florida all the way up to about South Carolina. So there is some let me pull this up here. Let's pull this one up here a little bigger than I can draw on it. But what's kind of interesting is from about here to here and about here to here, we have big voids in the frequency of storms. Jacksonville in particular. A lot of folks on there are chiming in from Jacksonville talking about how they're very low risk. But you got to think about things. So when we have a high pressure system out here, depending on the placement of this high, storms turn, and nine times out of 10, they kind of miss this little area right here because they're either in a turning mode because high pressure is breaking down and our systems are starting to pull northward. Same thing on the Gulf side. If we have a strong high pressure in place over Florida, most of these storms, unfortunately, go towards the Gulf. And over history, that's what happens. Now, what we saw with Charlie and some other ones, when we have a system that starts down in the lower Caribbean, they have a better chance to turn up into the Florida West Coast. So that's why they always say later in the season storms for like where I live in Florida West Coast, it would take more chances of less chance of a Cape Verde storm making that hard turn. Now Irma was kind of different. Irma the last second, stopped, turned, came up. But most of the storms that start out in the Western Caribbean are more of a straight upper Gulf West Florida threat because they get picked up by frontal systems and turn later in the season. So that's why Michael, some other 1921 hurricane that went through Tampa Bay, all those storms came down from the Western Caribbean and turned up because of an approaching cold front. But anyway, so I've updated all this stuff. You go back to... this is one map. This shows you the frequency of storms over the years. And, you can just see the blue areas are less. Very little in South Georgia. But that's your frequency. You can just give you an idea. And I updated the site to also show other particular areas that you might want to see. East Coast is zoomed in now. If you want to see more of the Carolinas, up into Virginia. And you can also zoom in on the upper Gulf here with a great graphic. The amount of storms. Now these only go to 2010, but still 1900 to 2000. It just gives you a good idea, you know. And then it also includes the Northeast on the frequency of storms for the Northeast. So some new stuff I added. And I also changed up these graphics today. Right here, these little guys are your updated frequency of where storms develop for each month. And they're a little bit more detailed, and they're based now until 2020. So these colored areas are now general formations. Now the old graphics had an arrow, which I kind of liked, kind of give you the idea of the direction, but they took the arrows out. So maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But you can obviously see here, September is the highest formation. But anyway, that's new graphics. I'm always changing the website for everybody. So anyway, Kim Vaughn, good morning. Conehead, coffee drinker. What's up, Jamie Foss? Good to see ya. There is Michelle. Lazurk's recurring cycle. Well, we'll see how it plays out for sure. So yeah, all right. So weather coming up real quick. We got to talk about a few things. We got storm threats tomorrow. Here we go. That's tomorrow. We got two systems. We got a low pressure coming across right now. Second system is actually going to be below it. So this little system now is going to be brewing, and then on to Sunday, our next system starts to come down across, and we're already getting a day 4 outlook now for Monday. So that's our area to watch. Been talking about that through the week. You know, this is our next big dip. Now, next week is interesting. Let's look a little bit more into some severity probabilities going into Saturday tomorrow. There's your big stretch tomorrow. This is a GFS-based severe weather outlook, but that's what we can see tomorrow. And then Sunday, things dip down a little farther to the south. This is Sunday, storm threat areas. And then Monday, it stretches a little bit more towards our typical upper Gulf pattern to watch. This is for Monday. And then Tuesday, don't have anything. So Monday is, you know, shaping. We got a lot of people watching upper Gulf. So there you go. There's Monday. Now later in the week, interesting. Does this go out that far? Oh, it does. Day 8. Ooh. All right. So later in the week, this is what I'm watching. All right. So I posted this. Been watching this pattern developing here for next week. So we have a lot of weather coming next week. We're going to talk about. We'll talk about that real quick. Hey, what's up, Eric? Good morning. Friday, buddy. What's up, Elaine Foley? How you doing? Bill Barber. Good morning. We had a bunch of rocket launches this week. Yeah, Eric. Jeffrey's hitting the lottery. Why don't you share some, buddy? So here's the weather coming up. This is important. We have really good chance that winter is not over yet. These are frontal lines that have been showing up consistently the following weekend. Your GFS for Saturday and your Euro for Saturday. Good little dip in the jet stream accompanied with these too. So we could have some sneaky storms Friday, Saturday of next week to watch. We always talk about long-range weather here at the page, and that's what I'm going to showcase now. So let's dig into that a little bit. Then we're going to talk about some long-range stuff. Before I forget it, this is the Euro. I was looking at this earlier. This is a simulated satellite for the Euro. Now, this is interesting because we have a couple systems. It's like, let's just show you what's going on. All right, so here's Sunday. Let's just show you everything. All right, so here's basically in a nutshell. Here's Saturday. There's our storms developing here, upper U.S. And then we got our second system on Sunday, brewing, boom, right here. Later Sunday. There's our next system, later Sunday. Then we go into Monday. We could have that line of storms still developing here through Monday evening. This is Monday evening. You can see that line. Now, during the week, crazy stuff's happening. We got another little system midweek now dangling. What movie is dangling from? Let's see who gets this right. When I say the word dangling, What movie pops in your mind? Hey, thanks, Eric, for the stars. Appreciate it. So anyway, yeah, Vicky, a lot of fires. Oh my goodness, and that crash over on Interstate 95 was terrible the other morning, and a lot of that was from the prescribed burn. But yeah, things are drying up. I'm gonna see if we got a new drought index. We should be having a new drought map, which is going to have more Florida and the East Coast. Unfortunately, no overhang, no. Who's a newbie? Hey, we get rocking in the tropics. Good times. I don't know. I'm thinking dangling. I thought it was Forrest Gump, because wasn't there a scene when he was dangling his legs or something, and he's something I like to dangle or something. I think. All right, but seriously now, this is interesting. This is I love to look long range. This is a week from this next Wednesday. We could have another little system starting to brew down the Gulf. Now this is dipping pretty far south, pulling up some Gulf energy. Now look, that's not the big one. Now that's a pretty good looking line, right? This is through Wednesday, Thursday. But then look, another little system pulls up out of the Gulf. This one could be even stronger Saturday. So we got a chance for back-to-back systems this week, pumping up out of the Gulf of Mexico. Now, this weekend front, believe it or not, let's take a look at tropical tidbits. There is a chance. There's a chance, telling you, that we could see some wintry weather back to the mountains the following weekend. So here's what we got. All right, so here we go. It's later Sunday night. There's our storms brewing. Here's Monday, our next round of storms brewing Monday. But then here's that little setup. A little bit of low pressure, little lingering front. We talk about these little tails of lingering fronts, a little bit of low pressure down the Gulf. This is Tuesday. Now watch what happens. Next little burst of energy comes up Wednesday, Thursday, right here. A little low pressure, midweek. Possible storms all the way to the Carolinas, Virginia. Now watch. That little low still kicking. And then going into Friday and into Saturday. Look at that. Just another round going into Saturday. Potential Friday into Saturday storms. But here's your wintry weather. Been showing. And it's been pretty off and on. Let's just show you a few different models. So, we could have some snow on the backside. Got some snow here on the 18Z last night. Last night, 00Z, a little bit of snow. This is next Saturday. So, there could be some sneaky little snow up into the mountains. And it might not be over yet. No huge snow event, but just enough that if you're traveling up there to maybe see some snow, you might have a chance. There's your snowfall through the following weekend. So a little bit of chance right there, The Euro's been all over it, and so has the Icon too. So, this doesn't go out that far, but still. All right, so let's go look at the Icon for storms. So we just talk about what's up, what's coming. Lingering fronts. Here's Monday, Tuesday. Here's these storms that could be erupting here in the upper Gulf. Then we get that little bit of energy down the Gulf pumping up Wednesday. Here's Wednesday, more of a southerly component coming up out of the Gulf, being a little bit more chance for some storms. This is Wednesday afternoon. And then here's that next round coming up into Friday. And then it stops. But look at that. So the next week could be interesting. I'm telling you. We were calm for too long. Dog pollen model. Yeah, it's called right here. Look. Where's my pollen model? When I dig out the nose spray once a year, that's the pollen model. We are at a 4-way. Well, that sounds kind of fun. No, 4-way. That's my favorite nose spray, and asthma sprayer. So we are in a 4-way asthma sprayer alert for the pollen season in Oldsmar. Once a year, I get my asthma kicks up. But I do have a pollen model. So this is too far away to get into specifics. Main point of this is Past the SPC day 4 on Monday, we could have a little bit of storms coming up on Wednesday, middle Gulf, and then Friday into Saturday next week. It's looking like we're going to have a pretty hefty cold front. And also, let me show you that pollen model. But here's, let me show you what's really cool. What I said really cool. We're going to talk about the weather. The weather. So look at this cold air. So here's next Sunday morning. That front makes its way through Florida next weekend. We could be back in the 40s again in Florida with potential freezing temps for the Panhandle a week from Saturday night. So this is that secondary line, that storm system here. This is next Saturday. It looks like it's going to push through. And we could see, here's tropicaltidbits.com, by the way, but we could see cool air coming back through the state. 30s and 40s across the upper Gulf, and it's been showing up. So that's all I got to say about that. I'm not going to go too much until we get some consistency in the models. But here's Sunday morning, freezing temps touching the Panhandle, 40s and 50s down through Florida. So winter ain't over yet. So we do have high temperatures. We've been breaking all kinds of high records the last few days, and it looks like things remain. Here's 80s. This is this weekend. This is Sunday. So Sunday we're going to see 80s in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi. We're going to see 80s all across the southeast here on Sunday. Big time 80s rolling in on Monday. Record heat Monday. But it's going to tease you. Look at, we got 90s. Look at that Florida Peninsula. Tuesday, we're talking we got a lot of 90s on Tuesday in Florida. But that front's coming. We got a couple little fronts coming. Back-to-back little fronts are coming down, and then that weekend one's going to push its way through over the weekend. So, can you believe it? We could have like 40s a week from next. So, loving it, Peggy says. Peggy, you got one more cold front coming. Never say never with the cold fronts. Hey, somebody asked about the pollen forecast. Yes, Weather Channel is a great one. I have it linked here. Weather.com. Boom. And there you go. That is some serious, very high red pollen. Orange all the way down to Okeechobee. Orange is bad. Orange is bad. So that's your pollen forecast. Yucky. Golf is, hey Eric, yep, golf temperatures warming up quick. Won't take long now. Bay News 9 here. Got some great graphics. Mike Clay. And there's that. So we got a little pocket of cold here on our shallow shelves here along the Big Bend area. But 68 at Clearwater. 80 degrees down by the Keys already, man. That's almost swimming weather. Look at that. This is your water temp, so it won't take long. We got the we talked a lot about the Gulf Stream. Here's your water anomaly map. We talked a lot about the water anomalies, but things are definitely warmer this year. All this warm water is getting pumped in by our Gulf Stream, so the Gulf's a little bit warmer than normal right now. Then got a few tropics things I'm going to talk about here in a second. So we are going to talk tropics. Let's just show you this real quick, though. Here's rainfall the next 5 days. It's always interesting to see what's coming. Look at that. So not a lot of rain across Florida. This is through now. This is that Wednesday front pulling up. Tuesday, Wednesday front, but it's going to miss out most of Florida. Florida's going to get it over next weekend, Friday and Saturday, it looks like. But as far as the next 5 days go, it looks like a great weekend. It's Friday. That means tomorrow we got the Strawberry Festival happening. It's beautiful weather, at least. Go enjoy yourself. Strawberry Festival always has a good place in my heart because they took care of Sarah a couple years ago and reached out on our page. We had some fans that always told everybody that Sarah's biggest fan was Petunia, Darcy Lynn. In fact, she gives it to me every day. She's like, Petunia, going to watch you, Daddy. So this is Petunia. The folks at the Strawberry Festival hooked us up with front row tickets so Sarah could see Darcy Lynn in March. And it was right when COVID happened. And, man, they got the festival done right before things shut down. So she talks about it almost every day, about her meeting Darcy Lynn. So the Strawberry Festival is wonderful. If you've never been, it's crowded as heck, I know, man, but it's worth it. Good piece of Florida right there. It's a good part of Florida culture for sure. And I love the craft section, man. The craft section is really fun. It's fun to buy things you don't need. I always buy things I don't want to go. That's what happens, right? And the older you get, the more junk you accumulate. But anyway, let's talk about some long range stuff. Let's see the website. So I update a lot of stuff on the website. Website's looking good. Always trying to make it a little better. Don't forget, you can always go back and watch our shows on the Daily Brew here, recorded live on Facebook and YouTube. So you can do that. A lot of people like to watch them. Keep up with what's going on. But as far as tropics go, all right. So we showed you two factors more than likely. When we get preseason forecast, you're going to get almost every preseason forecast probably going to say above average season. I'm not going to get into anything more than that. Just the La Nina and warmer waters typically are two guarantees that we're going to see higher than average storms. But what I wanted to show you, going back to Tropical Tidbits website, I love Tropical Tidbits because it's free for you. You can check things out. So when we're in a La Nina pattern, which we are going to be in a La Nina pattern, it basically means that the Atlantic's going to have less wind shear, enabling more storms. So that's probably one of the huge, bazillion factors. But other modeling, I don't get too much into, but Shelly said everybody liked talking about tropics and models. So here's what we got. There are a lot of long range models out there that go out months at a time. I take them with a grain of salt, but they're still fun to look at. But there are a few here on Tropical Tidbits that we can look at. This one is your July, August, September precipitation outlook. Basically, 0 is neutral, green is more, yellow is less. Well, this particular model is predicting a little bit more indication that we're going to see more precipitation across the main development region, Western Caribbean, and the Gulf. So these models basically tell you that the environment's going to be a little bit more, a little lowering pressures. There's long range, low pressure models out there that are showing the same thing. But basically, when you have, lowering pressures means you have better chances for precipitation. So this one particular model through the peak months here, July, August, September, showing that we could see increased precipitation. Then we get into October, same thing. This includes October. So higher precipitation, more chances of storms on that particular model. Other models, we can look at low pressure. Again, these are monthly now, but this is October, long range, same model predicting lower pressures than normal. Lowering pressures mean there's better chance for storm development. Go to September, same. August, same. So there's that. So, based kind of on the same thing. We can also go CFS monthly, and it's not as, doesn't really have a precipitation. Does it have precipitation? I don't know. Do they? Yeah, they do. So your CFS model, this is for August, a little higher precipitation across the main development region. One I wanted to show would be the 3-month average on main pressures. Now this one's a little less, but let's get into August, September. So, a little bit more neutral on this one particular model. So, and they change a lot. These run every 6 hours too. So this one's not as aggressive on the lowering pressures. But the other thing that does show, which is kind of interesting, 500 millibar modeling does show a little higher chance for maybe some ridging across the Atlantic. And sometimes, the higher millibar, 500 millibars, something indicate that we could see a little stronger ridging across the Atlantic. I remember I talked about it Wednesday. Long range forecast for that Bermuda high is pretty hard, but we are starting to see signs that we could have a stronger Bermuda high. Remember we talked about a lot Wednesday too, but last year this started breaking down quite a bit, and later in the season, and once we got toward the end of the season, things just seemed like they stopped, and we didn't really have any storms. It seemed like the last couple of months, and a lot of that was we had storms, but nothing impacted anybody. But a lot of this was the Bermuda high broke down and wasn't strong, so everything was just kind of scattering around. If you remember, there were storms going every which way out here. They were just we had breaks out here. We had a couple. At one time, we had two ridges in place, and everything was just fine, splitting the gap. So, but they want to show, long range precipitation models are kind of hinting towards more precipitation and lowering pressures. And some of the modeling is suggesting a stronger Bermuda high. So, those are questions I get all the time. Whether or not they pan out or not, we'll have to see. Long range temperatures, 3-month averages on temperatures. We look at August, September, October. This is your temperature maps showing you that we could be a little above average on temperatures and the water temperatures. Another factor that could indicate, higher numbers, and these run into November. So, again, we've been seeing late season systems, but, this one particular model, same with, both long range, showing higher, here's August and September and October. So you got pretty good consistency that we're going to see higher precipitation on the long range models, and so far warmer sea surface temperatures. So a lot of those factors, indicate, and we're going to be into the La Nina year, which means less shear. If La Nina does pan out, then that typically means we're going to have more favorable conditions for tropics to develop. And even with a neutral Enzo, what we showed a lot, I went over a lot of storms over Wednesday. We've had some pretty significant storms form over neutral years. So these are just one of the bazillion things that impact storms. But blue is your La Nina forecast, and obviously we're in La Nina now, but it's going to slowly, chances are increasing possibly for neutral around, June, July, August, maybe. But still a higher chance for La Nina than El Nino, and that's the cooling of the Atlantic. And as that Atlantic keeps cooling off more and more, then the chances of La Nina lasting deeper into the hurricane season is looking more likely, because the waters are just not cooling down at all out in the Pacific. So there's your monthly anomaly map, and you can see, white is normal temperatures, and oranges and reds are above average, and blues are below average. And when you have below average Pacific waters, you have less storm development in the Pacific side, and you have less wind shear crossing over to the Atlantic side. So there you go. But anyway, so Long Island. We were talking about Long Island not too long ago. So, anything else? Cool beans. But, yeah, there you go. So, we're starting to see more forecasts. I bet you that most are going to predict a higher than average season. If you want to read the Eric Burris, I think I linked it. Good reading, or good video, good presentation. Very interesting, the LRC, what they focus a lot on. And if it indeed pan out, then we could be looking a little bit shift from the Gulf to more Florida and the East Coast. And that's kind of what they're predicting. So happy weekend here. Heck yeah. So I took a picture of a beer last night on Twitter, and I got called out. Somebody says, "Oh, you got a beer in your hand again." I'm like, yeah, so what? It was Florida Day yesterday, so we were at our local little Oldsmar Tap House, and we had I don't drink Michelob Ultra, no reason why, but it was a Michelob Ultra, but it had a picture of Florida, and I was so excited. I'm like, it's Florida's birthday, and we got Florida on the glass. It was great. So it was fun. I think we got some music fest tonight in Oldsmar. We might hit downtown. Maybe we'll see. If I get this damn cold. But anyway, all right. Anything else? Softball weekend, David? Nope. Not high school. She played Wednesday, and that is it. So I don't know what the heck we're going to do. Julie wants to pack for the cruise. So she's probably going to win this battle. 7 days, man. I told her I only need like 4 shirts and 2 pair of pants. I guess I got to bring shoes, apparently. We gotta dress up one night, I guess. But anyway, but yeah, Tropics will be here before you know it. Can't wait. We're gonna be doing a lot of updates. Our Tropics gets really busy once we get the season. Teasing around an idea of a Tropics only page. I'm thinking I might do something. I don't know. I see a lot of these pages get started that look official, like 2022 or something, and people click on them all the time, because they think it's up to date. So I would be able to stream on both at the same time, so it wouldn't be one or the other. But trying to figure out the algorithm, and I've been commenting on other people's posts a lot, and man, sometimes these comments on other pages get crazy traction with Facebook. So if you randomly see a post that I responded to somebody, and you'll see like hundreds of comments off of that one post, it's like, where did that come from? Like this one page I commented on, we had 400 some likes, and they only had like 300 people that liked the page. It's like, what? Weird. Crazy. Oh, never complain beers. What's up, James Fort? How's it going? But anyway, so that's it, Tropics. So we got a lot of weather to talk about. I'm really anxious to see next week. I'll play it again above my head. This is what could be coming next week. Let me zoom in a little bit more to the southeast here. Since a lot of our people live about right there, so I'll leave that run. But we have interesting weather pattern coming up next week. We'll have to keep an eye on, especially next Wednesday for the Upper Gulf, Tuesday, Wednesday, Upper Gulf, and then Friday, Saturday, more into the southeast. So we'll see. Chris, Luke Combs, the band. Sarah loves Luke Combs. She'll be playing with her iPad, and Luke Combs will come on, and she'll look at me, Daddy. And Emily has a great playlist. I'm proud of her. She's my kid. She's got some good music in her car too. So, hey, what's up, Telford? Yeah, that's what we're just talking about, buddy. Good morning. So yeah, there's a really interesting pattern, man. I'm playing it right here. But Tuesday, Wednesday, if you look right above my head, we got a little line brewing in the Upper Gulf. And then this has been showing up on a lot of the models. This is next Tuesday, Wednesday right there. You can see it. Boom, right here. And then what's really interesting, look at that. We can have back-to-back fronts. That's Thursday into Friday. But then we got another little system. This thing pulls up some more energy out of the Gulf. And we could have even stronger storms possibly rolling in later Friday into Saturday. And here it is. Boom. You can see it right there. So, man, we could have 2 rounds of stormy weather midweek and end of the week next week to watch for. So we'll see. Yeah, baseball, no baseball, Mark. It's terrible. What's up with that? We'll be going to spring training right now. What's up, Susan? Good morning from Groveland. How's it going? All right, well, listen, this is great Friday. We had a good little chat, talked a lot about Tropics and some other stuff. Pretty quiet weather today. The weekend, little storms brewing. I've showed a lot. Got the fish tank fixed, by the way, if you're worried about that. Took me 4 tries, And I finally siliconed the outside because the inside, I don't know why I wasn't sealing, but all's good. So I got my my trees ready to go. In fact, let me take a picture here for you. Mayor Beavis just messaged me. What's up, Mayor Beavis? I can't call him old. Oh, city's testing green. So we got St. Patty's Day coming up. I guess the Hillsborough River's testing the green, whatever they put in the thing there. So, all right. So here's the fish tank. So we're about to put. I'm about to put the greens, the grass back in. So look at that. We got water. Fingers crossed. But I got to go find some new chicklets. Braves are hot, David Berryhill. Good morning, Ann Peterson. Good morning. Cool, Telford Gardens planted. Wish I... Ponte Verde PGA Tour. Yeah, oh man. Ooh, got to keep an eye on the weather. Hey, usually when you're a week off, accuracy's down, but we knew we were in this slow pattern now for quite a bit. Let me pull it up a little better for you. But usually when I start to see models consistently, I always dive deep into it more than just looking at models. But anyway, here's Wednesday. So this is the Euro. There's our first line. So Tuesday afternoon, we could have storms all on the upper Gulf developing Tuesday. And this is going to stretch all the way into Tuesday night with possibly another round Wednesday morning. It appears that lingering front's going to kick around. In fact, we could verify that. Let's go look at surface charts. Yeah, it's just a lingering front. So here's Tuesday. So here's our front. There's Tuesday. This is not going to move much Wednesday. Thursday. So it's pretty much all the same front. Look at that. I always look at the surface charts, but and these aren't GFS or Euro. These are from the NOAA guys and gals, and they put this together. So we got good chance this stall front. This is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now going back to the windy map, here's Wednesday. So it's a repeat pattern. This is Wednesday afternoon. Could be some heavy storms overnight Wednesday, Thursday, all the way up to Carolinas and Virginia. And then this front kind of backs up a little bit. And look at this. Look at Friday morning. Another round of storms. And it really gets going again Friday night. And that next front. Now look at that. That's a hefty front. Now looking at the 500, we got a pretty good little dip. Now this is the Euro. Now look at all this white stuff. That's what I was talking about. The Euro is talking about possible snow. That's why I said winter ain't over yet. But this could be some, this is, oh man, look at that storm. This I'm really going to keep my eye on this. But this is Saturday morning. And we could have some lingering snow, Tennessee into the mountains next Saturday. Now you go to the GFS, you got to, it's a little faster. Not much. Here's Saturday, 1 a.m. This is next week. But, it's being picked up on both models. Here's Friday night or Friday morning, Friday afternoon. So we're going to just keep an eye on it. I mean, there's lots of weather next week to watch. Wednesday, it's a Tuesday, Wednesday. It's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4-day event. Lingering front stalls out. And like I said, that last little push that's coming, this is what could bring that last little storm threat next Friday. So here it is, and boom, right there. So all this stuff that happens ahead of time is a lingering front. Here's the 12Z next Saturday, Saturday the 12th, and we can see a dip. And anytime you get these little dips, we get the storm potential a little higher up. So this is next Saturday morning. Pretty good little dip in the jet, and the GFS is showing the same thing, same time frame. So there's that secondary, the little front coming down could bring a little action. Here it is next week, and there's the GFS really showing a good little dip next Saturday. So something to watch, for sure. And you look at some of the little cleaner image here, the 500 here, but you can really see that dip next Saturday. Things are kind of flat up to that point, but that's a good little signature there. We're gonna have, so I might have to do a little 1 minute TikTok. Weather forecast for the cruise. I'm thinking Saturday and Sunday might be the only chance for rain. I don't think I think we had a stop. Do we have a stop Sunday? But unfortunately, these fronts are looking pretty potent. Now, the only good news is they'll be out of here. So this is a look at next Saturday and potentially Sunday morning. So it could be out of here. It could be more of a Saturday rain event, which is fine. That's Saturday. High pressure builds in over the week, and pretty much, man, I mean, that's the way Mother Nature works, man. We get this little break, and then we get a big old push, and that's just what always happens. You get a big little, and I noticed that even inside of hurricanes, like you get a little lull in the wind, and then all of a sudden you get this big rush. It's like I could almost set my clock. It was like, it's not a constant 140 mile an hour wind. It's like 120, and then all of a sudden you get this big burst, and then it's like you got to take a break. Everybody's got to take a break, right? So we're gonna have a pretty active week. It looks like next week with weather, and then we're gonna have a little break for the cruise. That's a good thing. But we could have seen a little rain down in the Bahamas, South Florida on next weekend. So that'll be the timing that we got to watch. And again, this far out is so hard to predict. But that front could make its way down. I mean, we're talking this front can pass Jamaica. I hope there's some warm weather behind it. That would be great. Yeah, we'll be back to warm. Be cold though. Look at this, man. GFS talking cool weather, man, with that front, man. We're talking 40s, way deep down in Florida. We talked about that next weekend, but look at that. So anyway, so let's look at the Euro real quick, just to verify the same thing with that digging front down here, and there's their final push. This is next Saturday. So far the timing is Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and then that's a powerful front. By Sunday morning, it's gone. Now, it could be windy. Could be a little rocking. Might want to bring some Dramatine. Let's take a look. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's Saturday, 10 p.m. Shelly, we might be, look at that. Ugh. I think our first stop's Bahamas, right? That's some, well, you know why there's so much wind? This is next Saturday night, a week from Saturday. Because we got a big old push of Arctic air coming down, and behind every Arctic front that brings in this cold air and storms, there's going to be wind. That's a lot of wind. And it'll be out here Sunday night. But Saturday's going to be a little rocking. First night of the cruise could be a little rocking. Saturday, a little less on the GFS at least, but still windy. This is Saturday, 6 p.m. So, hey, it is what it is. It's got to be one bad day of weather. Might as well get it over with. This is a big old. Check out these winds. The Euro's always overdone though. But look at that. You could watch the frontal line. This is that last push of that front coming in. Saturday, 4 p.m. right here. Let's kind of look at this. Let's look at the waves. Oh man. Oh yeah. Saturday. Look at these little suckers. That's Sunday. Is that 10 a.m.? That's 8 a.m. All right, so here's Sunday morning. 12 foot. Whatever. Won't be too bad. 13 foot waves. All right, cool. So there's a lot of weather coming up. All right, well, listen, we did an hour. I can't believe it. Good times. So, hey, everybody have a great weekend. Remember, Strawberry Festival's going on in Florida. It's great. Weather looks fine. Let's look at the 48-hour range real quick. This will push us through Sunday. I always like to look at the latest 12Z. It's pretty accurate. And we can include the Gulf Coast. So here's what we got. 12Z. Check it out. All right, so this is through tomorrow morning. This is all the way to tomorrow morning. Look at that. Nothing. And then all the way to Sunday morning. Nothing. So pretty dry weekend. Now, you got this little low pressure bringing up some moisture here towards Upper Gulf. This is stretching into late Saturday night. Or late Friday night. This is like midnight Saturday morning. This is 3, 4, 5 Saturday morning, but you can see a little bit of action coming in ahead of that front. This is why we got storm chances here over Sunday we got to watch. That's why the storms are going to start to brew here for Sunday. So definitely Saturday looks great for everybody. Here's your Sunday storm chances. That front's coming down. We got to watch all this Gulf moisture pulling up Sunday night. And then it stretches itself a little bit south, a little bit east on Monday. But there's a lot to talk about. It's going to be a very active week next week for most of our viewing along the Upper Gulf. So spread the word on that. They've got daylight savings time too coming up. No, I can't wait for new fish. I want my fish. Our tank's the cleanest it's ever been. And we had our tree guys come out. I got to do a big prop to my buddies at Bowen. I picked Bowen because they sound like my last name. But we had 2 oak trees cleaned up. That's probably why probably because there's pollen in the air. But and we had 2 trees that were pretty much dead that we had to get took out. But it made that yard look so nice. So I'm pretty excited about it. You can actually see our back lake a lot better now. So, all right, cool. Well, listen, we'll be back live Monday. We'll be live Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. And I'll watch for some shorts, some YouTube shorts, and some TikToks and some Instagrams now that we actually have some weather to talk about if you guys are on those platforms. So, have a great one. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll see y'all. Have a great weekend. Bye.